Hello and welcome to the Chop Shop. My name is Dion Tucker. In this video, we're going to talk about how and when to use lip turns on the trombone. Lip turns on the trombone are some of the toughest things to explain and teach, so I'm going to do my best here in this video. But before we jump into that, I'm excited to announce that in early to mid-March, I'm going to be starting a Patreon page. For those of you that don't know what Patreon is a platform that's set up so you can provide monetary contributions that will go directly to this YouTube channel. In exchange, you'll get exclusive perks and rewards that I'll be announcing in the upcoming weeks. In the meantime, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can get a heads up on whenever I put out a new video. My definition of lip turns is, lip turns are an embellishment of a group of notes that can be executed similar to a lip trill, but can have the same rhythmic feel of a triplet. In this video, we're going to look at the latter and how we can use lip turns in the place of playing triplets. To demonstrate how we can use lip turns in the place of triplets, let's look at the first phrase of the classic bebop melody Donna Lee, written by Charlie Parker. Let's explore how we can use lip turns to create the appropriate sound and rhythmic feel.
As I play through this slowly, most of this line lays pretty good until we get to the third bar. That triplet rhythm can be a little bit tricky to figure out what way we want to play it. Even when we use alternate positions, it can still be tricky to figure out a way to make this line sound smooth. Now, as we speed it up, it gets even tougher because the tongue starts to become more pronounced on that triplet in the third bar. At this tempo, you can get away with a legato double tongue, but it still doesn't sound quite right. Remember, we're emulating a saxophone or a trumpet, so the attack wouldn't sound that harsh. Using alternate positions really doesn't clear up the problem too much. So let's introduce the lip turn now at a slow tempo. When I get to that triplet on the third bar, I'm going to use a lip turn instead of playing the literal triplet that's there. This is going to help me emulate the sound of the saxophone or a trumpet. It's also going to help me keep the slide moving in the same direction, so there's not too much back and forth motion. This can help us smooth out the line overall. So let's look at how we can practice lip turns. So lip turns are almost like a fast lip slur exercise. But we don't want to execute them like they're a lip slur. It's really more about playing the shape of the line. The most important note in the turn is the note that you're going to, not the note that you start on. That's why in this exercise, I start on my destination note and then I do the turn into that. Once I get comfortable with that, I take away the destination note first and just go straight on the turn. You're usually starting one partial above the note that you're actually trying to hit. Remember, your target note is the note that you end on. Now, as you move up a partial, the routine is the same. Start on the note that you want to end on and practice the turn from there. Start to feel how the turn can be used as a substitute for the triplet rhythm. Think about how to create the shape of a triplet with the sound of the turn. As you go higher in range, they should get a little bit easier because the partials are closer together. In this range, you can probably play the notes in the regular positions, but using a lip turn can create the right sound when it comes to phrasing. As you get more comfortable, start to add some chromatic movement to the turn. Now, same thing here. Take away that preparatory note. And remember that you have to start one partial above the note that you're targeting. And remember not to get caught up in the exact notes you're playing in the turn. Just make sure you're targeting the bottom note. Now, the higher we go in range, it's really good to start with your target note because you can get a little lost in the partials up there. This exercise gets a little easier the higher you go, but remember to keep that same rhythmic feel that's appropriate for the line you're playing. Take away the preparatory note and just play the shape of the line.
Hopefully I was able to demonstrate and explain lip turns well enough that you can add this technique to your arsenal. When used in the appropriate setting, lip turns can make playing certain lines on the trombone a whole lot easier. Now, if you have any questions or comments regarding lip turns, go ahead and put them in the comments section. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time at the Chop Shop.